Alright guys, the Razer Orochi notebook gaming mouse and the Razer Kabuto notebook gaming mousepad. So I'm showing these both together because they're both designed for notebooks and they're both designed for gaming. First of all, we'll just have a quick look at the mouse mat. So it's got Razer Kabuto bottom left hand corner and a Razer logo in the top right hand corner. Now it's a very thin, made out of very thin material, cloth. On the bottom you can see that weaved texture that it has, and over that it has a thin rubbery plasticky kind of film to make it grippy. It is very thin though, but you can feel the plastic, like a plastic film over it. Now the mouse mat material is very fine weave. It's a very fine texture, very smooth and soft. Now the mouse grips to it a fair bit. It's got a lot of resistance, so when you throw the mouse it won't go very far. It's not a slippery mouse mat at all. It's quite hard to move the mouse, but there is absolutely no vibrations. Very smooth and silent movement. And yeah, quite fine movement as well. Like, fine movements are very easy. So it is quite a nice mouse mat, despite the fact that, you know, there's lots of drag on the mouse. And it can double up as a screen and keypad protector in a laptop because it's so thin. You can throw it in between the screen and the keypad and close it on the mouse mat. Anyway, moving on to the Orochi. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing these two names right, just in case you don't like my pronunciation. So it's a very small mouse, it's very light, it's powered by 2 AA batteries, which I'll just, there's a little notch just there where you can stick your nail in or something in there, and you just pull it up and it gives you access to the batteries. So there they are, 2 AA batteries, which it's surprising that they can fit in such a small mouse. So it charges via USB, and it's a Bluetooth mouse, so it's dual mode, Bluetooth 2 or wired via USB cable, which I'll be showing you soon. Now it's an ambidextrous mouse, so it's exactly the same on either side. So there's 2 buttons there, and there's 2 buttons there. There's 2 finishes on the mouse, black gloss and matte black. This soft matte black finish that you see on most mice. Razer logo at the back here. I'll just turn it over. There's lots of angles and facets on this mouse, so it makes it look really nice. And on the bottom you can see, I'll just try and pick up all those angles and facets. Yeah, the camera's kind of picking them up. So 4 nice big Teflon mouse feet. The mouse is second-hand. It has been used for a little while, so it's a bit dirty, finger marks, and you can see a bit of wear and tear on the bottom there. It's about 3 months old. So that's the on-off switch for the Bluetooth. Switch the Bluetooth on and off, so it's off at the moment. That's a 3G laser up to 4000 dpi. So there's 2 lights on the mouse. The scroll wheel has a light, and there's also another light just here, which is the pairing light, the battery indicator, level indicator. So when it's 100% battery, it'll be lit blue. When it's lit red, you've got 30% battery, and you've got when it's blinking red, you've got 10% battery, and when it's blinking blue, it's in pairing mode. So pairing for the Bluetooth. So if you want to, there we go, it's lit up blue, showing 100% battery level. So if you want to be able to use this in Bluetooth mode on your laptop, you've obviously got to pair it first. Now there's two, I'll just show you what you get with the mouse. So the normal Razer documentation, certificate of authenticity, user manual, quick guide, all of that. You also get this little bag to carry the mouse in. It fits perfectly in there with the cord rolled up. It just zips open and closed, and there's actually a hard little piece of plastic inside to help protect the mouse as well. So I obviously don't have the packaging for either of these anymore, so I'm just going to show you the specs on the website. Just cheating a little bit here, but I did want you to actually see the specs, so I don't have to read through them all, because we'll be here all night. So you can pause this at any time to get all the details. I'll go through the most important specs. So a 3G laser, up to 4000 dpi, as I've already said. Ambidextrous design. It has Razer Synapse onboard memory for the profiles. On the fly sensitivity adjustment. Okay, this is the stuff that I haven't set up. In wireless mode, it has up to 2000 dpi sensitivity, 125 Hz polling, which is 8 millisecond response, which is still decent for gaming, but not really. For gaming, I would be plugging in the cable, because in wired mode you get up to 4000 dpi sensitivity and 1000 Hz polling. So 1000 Hz, that's about the highest you can get. So I'm just going to show you it next to the Razer Mamba, so you get an idea of the size of the Orochi. It's quite small, okay? It's very small. But despite the fact of its little size, it is extremely comfortable. They have designed it in such a way and shaped it in such a way that it just fits your hand perfectly. The first time I grabbed it and started gaming, I just could not believe it. It feels great. It feels like an ergonomic mouse. It just fits under your fingers perfectly, and it's nice and light. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the shape of the mouse. So I'll just plug it in and show you the software. Alright, so you can only view the software in wired mode. So this is the assign buttons area. This software is standard for all of Razer's peripherals, by the way. It's quite similar. Has the same user interface. It just varies slightly depending on the hardware. So there's the list of things that you can assign to each of the buttons, and the list that you can assign to the scroll wheel. So, adjust performance area, so it's got the usual change DPI, sensitivity stages, separate XY or XY axes together. So you can enable the on-screen sensitivity adjustment display, acceleration, polling rates from 125 Hz up to 1000 Hz. It's got 500 Hz there too. Manage profiles, import, export, on-screen display, manage macros. You can set up your macros here. I'll just give you a look at the advanced. Oh, that doesn't come up until you made one. So scroll wheel lighting and battery indicator lighting, you can switch on and off. Driver and firmware version, and check for updates and default all settings. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.